We are very excited. This is an exciting moment, not only for our clients whom you see here, but also for the South African Constitution. Criminal conduct by Operation Dudula of blocking people from facilities, including healthcare facilities, education, demanding identity documents of people in public. All of that has been declared unlawful and have been interdicted from doing so.
Kufanele kuze kwenzekeni bantu base South Africa ukuze nivuke emaqandeni nibone ukuthi abantu bokufika abazile la ukuzohlala bakhe nani bazothatha over bayan replace nina nizolibe lokudansa nibe lokuphuza nibe lama drugs bona bayakha bona baletha imndeni yabo la bona bathatha over umsebenzi mebekhipha omunye ufaka omunye wakubo wokufika lokhu ngixisha ama drugs amadoda khona eSouth Africa xisha ama drugs utshwala ama drugs ukuze kuthi mase kufanele nisukume nilelizwe anisakwazi ukulwa ngoba ni high futhi nidakiwe.
Today, the Gauteng High Court ruled against Operation Dudula, granting a broad interdict that stops the movement from confronting or removing foreign nationals from communities, clinics, or schools. The court's message was clear: only the state can enforce immigration laws. Yet this judgment lands in a country already deeply divided, where many South Africans feel abandoned by a government that talks of human rights, but cannot even protect its own people from daily hardship.
Operation Dudula has received a bloody nose in court. The group's conduct has been declared unlawful. The High Court in Johannesburg has also interdicted Dudula from blocking clinics and schools. The case was brought by the Socio-Economic Rights Institute of South Africa on behalf of various groups. And so we also are watching this story with Naomi Kobe, of course, following the attempted hit on Brown Mogotsi. And standing by with a witness that she believes was able to see exactly what it is that happened. But let's check in with Nabila Sheikh. The ruling coming out, Nabila, Seri versus the Operation Dudula, and a scathing ruling for Dudula this morning.
That's right, Naledi. So it was multiple, civil society organizations that brought this application. It was the South African Human Rights Commission. There's multiple organizations that are calling this a huge victory and a landmark judgment here today, because Operation Dudula has now been interdicted and the court has declared their activities as unlawful. But very quickly, I want to bring in Seri's head of litigation, Kusinati Sitole, just to discuss this judgment with us. And firstly, some of the people behind you are from the organizations that you have been representing. How do you feel about this judgment?
We are very excited. This is an exciting moment, not only for our clients whom you see here, but also for the South African Constitution. It is very important that it has come to this, considering what we've been seeing, which are dastardly criminal conduct by Operation Dudula of blocking people from facilities, including healthcare facilities, education, demanding identity documents of people in public. All of that has been declared unlawful and have been interdicted from doing so. The court did not only talk about Operation Dudula, but also the state as well, which includes the Minister of Police, the Minister of Home Affairs, to say that they too need to make sure that they are not complacent in this act of Operation Dudula. When Operation Dudula does this conduct, they have to arrest them, because the court has declared that these are criminal conduct and they've interdicted them from doing so. So, also, the state cannot simply enter people's homes and start doing raids, as we have seen in the past couple of weeks the state doing. They need to have a search warrant. They need to have arrest warrants. In public, they need to have a clear, reasonable suspicion that someone is an undocumented foreign national before they can ask for such identity document.
Thank you so much. That was Nkosinathi Sithole. We also have Operation Dudula who are here in court as well. Operation Dudula members, how are you feeling about this judgment today? You know, your actions have been declared unlawful here in court and you've been interdicted from blocking people, from blocking foreign nationals from accessing clinics, accessing schools. How do you feel as an organization about this?
Look, what we feel right now is that we are not going to change our stance. In fact, we are going to proceed and do what we need to be done on the streets. The interdict basically, contradicts yesterday's another court judgment, which was here at the High Court. In regards to the whole thing, it's a circus because, you get these NGOs who have been paid, you get these NGOs who are pushing international agendas in South Africa. And it's unfortunate. Hopefully, I hope my executive National Operation Dudula can appeal this and we'll take it forward. And you must remember, Guti, in this case, when it started 4 months back, we were never informed. We were never informed on time. Even yesterday when we came here, no one instructed us. So we were never ready for this case. But then what I can tell you is that we are not going to change. We are going to proceed with this.
So you say you're not going to change, but this is now an order of the court. It would be unlawful. It's been declared unlawful.
A court interdict is something which can be appealed. And that's what we are going to be appealed. Obviously, when we appeal it, it tracks it out of the court. That interdict will have to be suspended up until our appeal is heard. So let's see.
Thank you so much. So yes, you've heard from both sides outside the Johannesburg High Court. We've had the organizations that actually brought this application, as well as Operation Dudula, saying that, this court judgment is not going to deter them. They plan on appealing it and are still going to be conducting their activities, which has now been declared as unlawful, and they've been interdicted from doing so.
Yeah. Nabila Sheikh there in Johannesburg getting us reactions to that ruling. We take you to
South Africans. Angazi ngempela ukuthi yini enye umuntu ekumele ayisho o ayenze ukuze nivuke nibone isimo esikusona njengamanje. Nisuke la enhleli khona phansi nivuke nilwele izwe lenu, nilele ikusasa lezingane zenu. Ngoba ngifuna ukunipendela isithombe sokuthi njengoba nihleli nje nina nilibe lokudansa, nilibe lokugroova, ngeke nize nibabone labantu bokufika bebhizi bephuza, bebhizi bedla ama drugs. Kunalokho ama drugs bazowadayisela nina, badayisela ingane zethu. Kunalokho ngeke bebebhizi bona ngama weekend amakhulu. Ngithi yabona izitolo zabo ukuthi ihlale zivuliwe ngaso sonke isikhathi, badayisela nina. Umnotho obalo umnotho wenu, kodwa uyapi imali zakhona ziya kwamanye amazwe. Angisazi ukuthi yini le ezovusa abantu base South Africa ukuthi babone ukuthi mebecabanga, when you look around you, yonke into ithathwa abantu bokufika. Ikole gcwele ba ingane zabantu bokufika. Ezenu unyakhala azinasi space. Kodwa ezabo ziya prioritize ukuthiwa kufanele ithole ispace. Emakliniki ebhedlela inini eninganayo medication iyahamba kodwa iyawela emngcele nihlale niyibona beyithola la ngaphandle. Nihlale kodwa nithule ningasho lutho. Nihlale futhi nithule ningasho lutho, nibone imisebenzi la ekudayisa khona, la ekudayisa emgwaqeni sekudayisa abantu bokufika. Abathungayo oba abantu bokufika. Itola ama tuck shops ethathe over ba abantu bokufika. Even in the formal sector khona othisha ba uma TVETs bayakhala bathi abanazi ipace thathoba abantu bokufika. Ama lecture ekoleni abantu bokufika. Engadini emakhishini yonke indawo kusebenza oba abantu bokufika. Yonke indawo abantu abathungayo oba suka abantu bokufika. Abadayisa amatafuleni abantu bokufika. Yonke into yala eSouth Africa iya kubantu bokufika. Kanti yini bantu base South Africa le nifuna ukuyibona ize yenzeka ukuze nikwazi ukuthi nivuke emaqandeni nibone ukuthi izwe lenu liyahamba phambi kwenu. Yini le nifuna ukuyibona nize niyenzeka ukuze nibone ukuthi labantu nini lokhu nibazalela eningilene, nebanye lokhu nibafukamela, abanye lokhu nibalwela, nibaqashisa, nibarentisa indawo. Abazile ngokuhle lana bazothatha over uzothi ingane yakhe isidinga umsebenzi ungasekho isikhala sayo ngoba sizobe sesithatha umuntu ukufika. Even i-formal sector othisha bayakhala, informal sector kuyakhalwa, wonke umuntu uyakhala abantu bokufika, kodwa nenzani nihleli aninzi lutho. Kufanele kuze kwenzekeni bantu base South Africa ukuze nivuke emaqandeni nibone ukuthi abantu bokufika abazile la ukuzohlala bakhe nani bazothatha over, bayan replacer. Nina nizolibe lokudansa, nibe lokuphuza, nibe lama drugs, bona bayakha. Bona baletha imndeni yabo la. Bona bathatha over umsebenzi, mebekhipha omunye ufaka omunye wakubo wokufika. Nifuna kuze kwenzekeni kanti? Ngampela ufuna kuze kwenze kwena qobo lakho ukuze ubone ukuthi nawe uyalimala. Ziningi izinto engingazikhomba ezonakala ngenxa yalabantu bokufika esingabazi ukuthi ubobaba bese befikile la bafika home affairs fanele baphuthunyisele ama documents. Njengamanje uhulumeni uthi ingane zakhona fanele ifunde, kodwa wena yakhe ingane fanele iphathe ama documents, fanele iphathe ama paper, fanele iphathe i proof of address, ID, what. Kodwa ezabo kuthiwa fanele ingene esikoleni mase ziya documenta seziphakathi. Yini le? Ubani okufanele angafundi? Iziphi ingane engafanele ngafundi? Ezethu ezabo ifundi ngoba banamalungelo, banede bangene la in the country illegally bese kuthiwa banamalungelo. Kanti nivuka nini na South Africa nibuke ukuthi izwe lenu liyahamba phambi kwenu, abazile labantu ukuthi bazoba bangani benu, bazothatha over. Bafuna ukuthi mhla kufika isikhathi ukuthi ingane yakho nawe ifuna umsebenzi ingawutholi, ema factory ibona, yonke indawo, ema restaurant ibona. Yini kanti South Africa nina nizosala nayo? Yini enizothi niyenzele ingane zenu? Niyakhumbula ukuthi kwakhona isikhathi la kwakuthiwa izingane ziyahamba ziyohlangana e-workshop unjani. Asisakwazi ukuphila thina leyo mpilo njengamanje. Yonke into siyasaba ukuhamba kuneyindawo ngafanele sihambe ngoba kugcwele bona. Kuneyindawo ezaziwayo ukuthi ezabo nje. Ama drugs ayadlisa la lokhu ngixisha ama drugs, amadoda khona eSouth Africa agxisha ama drugs, utshwala ama drugs ukuze kuthi mase kufanele nisukume nilelizwe anisakwazi ukulwa ngoba ni high futhi nidakiwe. Anike nisukume nibone ukuthi izwe lethu liyahamba abantu bakithi, izwe lethu liyahamba Nkosi yami. Niyothini einganeni zenu, niyothini einganeni zenu, nishizwe linje. Niyothini einganeni zenu, usushonileke wena namhlanje ingane yakho uyishiye ezweni elinje. Uyothini kuyona? Ungasakwazi ukuyisiza sifuna umsebenzi sengasekho ispace ekuthiwa kuyazi ukuthi la qashwa abantu baseKongo kuphela, la qashwa abantu baseNigeria kuphela, la qashwa abantu baseZimbabwe, baseMalawi, bakephi abantu baseSouth Africa begcine kuyibona abangaqasheki. Ngoba phela ningakhohlwa ukuthi laba bayethanda i-cheap labor labo. Vele bazonika imali encane laba bafuna imali encane. Nijabuleke nina nithi hayi this and that. Abantu bakithi labantu abazile ngokuhle sukumani, namanje kusasho sukumani nilwe. Thina ke siserious ngokula mhla 7 November ngicela sihlangane lapha ya eCity Hall. City Hall eThekwini ngicela nidlulise umyalezo kuwo wonke umuntu. Mhla 7 November City Hall. So ikhomba lapha ePoint akukho indawo ekuzothiwa thina la ama South Africans akufanele singayihambi ngoba nakugcwele abantu bokufika ngobani abantu bokufika isikhathi sabo masiphele manje. Izinkantolo siyabona nazo zaba favorisha zizama ukwenza ama rulings ngegama labo. Mani ngavuki manje ngeke niphinde nivuke. I-apartheid abantu balwa belwela lelizwe. Asikali enjoy ngisho nokuli enjoy izwe lethu sekuqhamuka abantu angaphandle sekuthiwa thina fanele sishare yonke into nabo. Abayingane makubo bayalwela izwe lapho. Njengoba kunenkinga engaka ke Africa, wonke amazwe seAfrica nenkinga. Ngishela ukuthi wonke umuntu eSouth fanele abuye azophelela la engabalungisa amazwe abo. Hayi ngisanukuganga nini. Ngisanukuganga. Lento yenu kulokhu kuthiwa nje inzondo xenophobia umbheko lo. Abantu bayolungisa amazwe abo. Nathi silungisa izwe lethu. 7 November ePoint. Ngeke manje isikhathi sokusibahambe abahambe.
For years, communities have cried out about illegal immigration, about jobs lost, about healthcare queues stretching endlessly, about the slow suffocation of opportunity. People don't wake up angry for no reason. They are angry because they feel invisible, because they have been told to wait while corruption eats the system from the inside. Operation Dudula rose from that frustration. Ordinary South Africans saying, enough. Their language was raw, their methods controversial, but their message resonated with many who saw the state's silence as betrayal. Now, with this court ruling, that message faces its hardest test. Can citizens still defend their rights and their resources without crossing the line of the law? The court insists the line must be clear. No harassment, no intimidation, no taking the law into one's own hands. Those principles are part of what makes a democracy stable. Yet, it is also true that democracy demands accountability, and accountability has been missing. For decades, government has failed to secure borders, to track undocumented migration properly, to provide jobs, to deliver services. People see that failure and feel that nobody in power carries the cost. And so, frustration spills into the streets. It turns neighbor against neighbor. But this problem is not about hate. It is about survival. South Africans are watching hospitals collapse, schools overflow, townships decay, while politicians argue and officials steal. And when communities try to fill that vacuum, courts intervene. The law must protect everyone. But if the law protects everyone except the citizen who follows it, then something in the system is broken. The interdict reminds us that the law cannot be a weapon for one side alone. The people are not wrong to want order. They are not wrong to expect that their country's borders mean something. They are not wrong to demand that every person who enters South Africa does so legally, with respect for its rules and its people. What is wrong is the government's refusal to act, its willingness to let the poor fight battles it was elected to manage. So where do we go from here? We stay firm. We demand action. We hold leaders to their promises. We use our voices, our votes, and our presence in the streets powerfully to say, this is our country, and it must be protected. Putting South Africa first is not hate. It is self-respect. It is patriotism. It is the determination to survive and to rebuild what corruption and neglect have torn down. As the sun sets over Johannesburg, the questions hang heavy. Will this ruling silence a movement, or will it awaken a nation to demand better governance, stronger borders, and fairer justice? The answer will not come from the courts alone. It will come from the people, from every South African who still believes this country is worth fighting for. Watch the video on your left to see how General Mkhwanazi almost lost his life. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Until next time.